Okay, so I know I didn't review episodes 16 and 17, but I didn't like those episodes. I really didn't. They were filler and they were pretty terrible. And let's face it, did you really want me to review filler? Really bad filler? There you go, I reviewed it. They were bad. There you go. Got it over with. Anyway, this episode was actually good and informative, despite barely any dueling. Yeah, funny how that works. Um, basically, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happens this episode, which I love it because well, we get to see like Yuzu's training and fusion summon, and she puts the fusion card in her main deck, and she can't fusion summon because it has to be in her extra deck, and it's just funny how she didn't know that. Um, I don't know. It's just to show that she's having problems with thinking about anything other than the unknown duelist that has stolen her heart. And it's just funny because Sora just thinks that all Yuzu wants is the D from the guy, and it's just hilarious. No matter what Sora thinks about, he's just like thinking that Yuzu only wants the D, and it's hilarious. Um, yeah, Sora's a G. I fucking love this guy. He doesn't give a fuck about anything. He's just like, yeah, I'm interested in him too. Really want to duel him. He seems fucking strong. And then he just thinks it's a fucking game with Yuzu that like Yuzu is gonna be stolen by the unknown duelist, and Yuya's gonna miss his chance to be with her, and it's just funny. I like it. Um, Other informative stuff that happens is actually Yuzu goes to her father and asks where her bracelet came from, and it's funny because it's just like she thinks she was born out of her mom with the bracelet, and he's just like, well, I don't really know. Um, but it's just funny because this is actually a question that we need in this series is where did something like Yuzu's bracelet come from? And like we need to figure out the secrets of it. We also need to figure out the secrets of Yuya's pendulum. So hopefully we get those answers. Because in Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1 we had the Millennium Puzzle, but it was like we knew where it came from. We came from the Egyptians and the tombs and all that stuff. And then for Yuma's Astral Key or Emperor's Key, it came from the ruins that his dad explored, and it was probably from the astral world and stuff like that. That's why it was given to Yuma. So for this series, we're gonna need to know where the pendulum and Yuzu's bracelet came from in order to make any sense of what the hell's going on over here. Um, Another note is that we get to kind of get teased about the unknown duelist's background. Kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird. But the thing we see in his little flashback is that we see a duelist that he's dueling on a motorcycle. So riding duels are back now? That's pretty interesting. I can't really tell if this was supposed to be a flashback to an abandoned city or to show that like this is in another timeline, because the way that it was shown it kind of makes it seem like the unknown duelist is from another timeline and they're back in time to stop LDS from doing something horrendous, I suppose. At least I really hope that isn't the case. I hope it's not a time traveling thing. It's just what it showed it off to be. um I don't know. Like I'm just done with time travel. Like there's so many ways that time travel can be done wrong that I just don't want it to happen in Yu-Gi-Oh! Plus we already did time travel with Paradox and stuff in the movie. I don't really want to go through that. And we're gonna need answers on how he travels back through time and shit. I just hope he's just from another city that's in ruins. Another thing, the guy on the motorcycle seems to use a white dragon compared to the unknown duelist's dark dragon, so that's going to be pretty cool in contrast to itself. I see we're getting a lot of dragons. That's neat. That's neat. Um, Yeah, I really like the focus on Yuzu. I mean, let's face it, she's the secret main character, guys. She's what's up. We also get the return of people turning into cards. Isn't that wicked? I don't know how they do it. I mean, they don't have any Millennium items or whatnot, but apparently these duelists can. I think it's just the guy with the red scarf and the glasses, the new guy that we see, not the unknown duelist that Yuzu has a hard on for. Um, the guy who, like, I don't know, he can turn other duelists into cards and trap their soul in there, so he's pretty much Pegasus. That's pretty cool. I'm down for that. I don't really know how he does it, but you know, he can do whatever the fuck he wants apparently. Once again, he didn't really even duel them at the end. Like he just like summoned up his monsters for no reason. Like he was already ready to duel. Like he had one monster out, he had his duel disc out. Like I didn't really understand. He was just like, "Oh, LDS members, I'll duel you." And then he summoned his three monsters and overlaid into something, and then he turned them into cards, and they weren't even dueling. Like they didn't even agree to the duel. They were like just as surprised as Yugioh was. And I don't know. I can't tell you guys anything. But whatever. Um I think that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. Yeah. I like this episode because of how informative it was. I don't think I'm going to be liking the next two episodes, though, because it seems like another filler duel. Who knows? If it catches my interest, I'll review it. But if not, then you probably won't hear from me until the next informative episode. Yeah! See you later. Peace.